Welcome to the 24th floor. I'm Richard Denson.
And, of course, I'm Ruben Diaz. I mean, do I even have to say that?
Oh.
All right, if you think high-level basketball in Memphis stops after high school or college, you might want to take another look.
Every Sunday, some of the top women's talent in the city is still competing and building something that's been growing year after year. We went to check out the She Got Game League. Shout out to our producer, Sydney Jones, for tipping us off about it. It didn't take long to see this is some real competition.
All right, so joining us now is the CEO and founder of She Got Game, Celia Newman. Celia, appreciate you taking the time to be here with us today.
Thanks for having me.
All right, so educate us all. What is the She Got Game League?
So the She Got Game League is a semi-pro women's basketball league. We are currently in 6 cities, major cities, Memphis, Dallas, Denver, Houston, Little Rock, and Nashville. We play year-round, 2 seasons a year, and these women can really play at a high level.
He knows. He saw it firsthand.
Yeah, I was saying, I was out there this past weekend. The level of play stood out. What do you think people don't realize about this league?
A lot of people still don't know it's here. We're going into our 12th season, so we've been doing this 7 years now. And a lot of people still don't know that it is here in Memphis and come out and watch the games.
And the home base is here in Memphis. Like everything originated here in the 901. It's not like you was somewhere else and then you came and expanded to Memphis. Everything started in the 901.
Everything was here. 2019 is when we started.
So who's in the league? Like because that would kind of be the question, right? Like people go watch people they know, people they're familiar with, people maybe they saw in high school or college.
Well, the ones that started with me, I retired them last year. Ashley Shields was probably the most notable name. She played in the WNBA, WNBA champion. But we had a lot of players that started with us our first season that were high talent WNBA Division I players. We put them in our first ever Hall of Fame last year.
Oh, that's cool.
Yep.
Yeah, and when you look at this league, how legit is this compared to what people might expect? Because like you say, you talk about Ashley Shields. Our boss was telling me a bunch of stories about her earlier this week and how much of a legend she is. So it's almost kind of in a way you kind of have a who's who. You look at who I talked to this past weekend with you, Amy McNear, the head coach of Memphis East. You know, so it's like a who's who in this league. Tell me a little bit about all of that.
Yeah, I mean, these players were big at their high schools, and some of them are now high school coaches. We cater to the women that didn't have anywhere else to play but still can play at a high level, and they just want an opportunity to continue to play after college, and that's the platform that we give them now.
Well, the crazy thing is there's a ton of men's leagues, right? There's semi-pro men's leagues. There's just men's leagues all over the place. But I coach women's basketball, young women's basketball, I should say. And I can tell you there's not a ton of places for women to just go hoop.
It's not. It is not.
And so what you're doing, what you're providing is a whole outlet that really, an avenue that needs to be provided.
Exactly. Because these women, you know, they're moms, wives, and they can just still play.
Yeah.
I mean, they did their 4 years in college, and maybe they didn't make it to the WNBA, but they're still playing at a high level, and that's kind of giving this platform that they can still play. Up until
this upcoming season, they were probably going to make more money in their regular job than in the WNBA. So that's not really a knock anymore. It's like, hey, you were making more money anyway. But so right now, when you look at this league, talk about the growth. How do you feel about the growth of the league?
I love the growth of this league. In 7 years, we've expanded to multiple cities. We've sent over 12 women overseas for contracts. So the exposure's there. We live stream every game, and agents reach out. So it's always an opportunity to continue to play, even past She Got Game. You can get an opportunity to play overseas with this league.
Now let's talk a little bit more about that. So you have the league here in Memphis, and you have the league across in the other cities. From what I understand, the champion of each league has a winner-take-all tournament. How is that all like? And that's still here in Memphis, right?
Yep. So that's our grand championship. So after everyone's season is done, in July they'll come to Memphis and we do the grand championship. A couple years ago we had Lethal Shooter, Red Bull, and Jasmine Carson came out. So it was a really big deal, and we gave away a $1,000 cash prize.
Lethal Shooter as the I Understand It guy.
Yes, he was here 2 years ago.
Are you a better shooter than him, Ruben?
Well,
he was here. Yeah.
I'm a better disher than he is, probably. I promise you that. So, when is that grand championship?
It's usually the last weekend in July. So once everyone's season done, we usually start promoting it late June.
Okay. That's something people can go watch, right? Where is it normally held at?
It's
I know it might
normally at
change from year to
MAM,
year,
but we're probably having it at Craigmont as well.
Craigmont? Okay.
And that seems to be where all the games have been this year. So I was very interested about that when I came this past weekend. One thing that I noticed is the vibe there. It's almost like threw me back into the high school basketball season. Like I come out, people in the parking lot having a good time and almost like, you know, having food and everything like that. Then I go inside, it's a bunch of food and people just, it kind of feels like a chill activity. Tell me kind of how intentional that was for that to kind of like be a safe space?
I wanted Sundays to be a family fun environment. Like you can come, you can eat, we have games, we have giveaways, and you can enjoy good women's basketball. So I really wanted to intentionally form that kind of environment for fans so you can feel welcome and you can enjoy yourself while you're here and get to watch some good basketball.
How was that getting Craigmont to get on board with being the place that y'all were going to do this?
The high school coach, she's familiar with She Got Game, and she was just adamant about us bringing it to their high school.
Okay.
And it's a, you know, basketball-bred high school. You know, a lot of legends came from there. LaToya Bullard is one, and so we were excited to play in that gym as well.
Has it been challenging, though, to get the word out to the public about the league and to get them to support it maybe in the way that they need to for you to continue to grow it?
Yes, it has.
so
it seems like this year everyone's finally kind of hearing about it. I mean, we've been silently under the radar for 7 years now, and just this year has been, everybody's been reaching out and finally hearing about the league, so it's been great.
So what can people do, to grow the exposure for the league? Like, what can we do to help?
Well, you're helping me promoting the league. Just following us on Instagram and Facebook, She Got Game League. Coming to the game, that's the big thing. Just come and watch a game, and I promise you'll enjoy it and you'll want to come back.
What do younger girls see when they come and watch this? Because I notice you see a lot of kids in the crowd, and then I remember when I was shooting camera, you had kids dribbling balls around me and everything. What do you want younger girls to see when they watch this?
I want them to see role models. We also have junior She Got Game, so that's for elementary girls. So the She Got Game players coach in the junior She Got Game. So it's just a revolving door of constantly putting effort into these young girls. And I want them to, once they graduate from college, come back and play in She Got Game. So we're touching them from kindergarten all the way to 12th grade.
When's your next event? Do you have another game coming up soon, or maybe some type of a clinic or anything that people wanted to get involved?
So we have games every Sunday until June the 7th. And then once we get through with the season, we host camps for girls as well in the summer. So just kind of making sure you stay in tune with us, and we always have things for girls to be a part of.
Sounds like you got a lot going on.
Yeah, and in fact, you got Legends Night coming up.
Yay.
I know this is a good spot that we get you in. What is Legends Night, and why should people come out to that?
So Legends Night is an idea I came up with last year. I wanted to honor Memphis women's basketball players. There's a lot of talent here.
Yeah.
They were playing at a high level back in the 50s. And so last year I went back and I started with the 1950s. I honored Betty Booker and Linda Street. So it was just an idea to give them their flowers and their recognition. So this year we're honoring 18 women. And then I have 3 She Got Game players going into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a nice event on Saturday.
Oh, that's a lot. And have you been able to watch much high school basketball or college basketball in this area? I know you're busy running a league, so it can be difficult.
I've went to several games because some of our middle school and high school girls played in the junior She Got Game. So I did go out and support, and there's so much talent.
Yeah.
So much talent. You know, now we got a new head coach with Hannah Hayden. So
didn't she show up not too long ago?
She did.
Okay,
She came out and supported, and she's recruiting for Memphis, so I'm excited about seeing that talent on the floor here.
Yeah, she's good people. Has been good. I've known her since she was a JUCO coach in like Coffeyville or something. You know, she's been around for a hot minute, and I think she's gonna do great things at Memphis. Personally, just people love her. You know, and she's a people person, and she's a great coach. So I think she's gonna have a lot of success. What's the website, the information? This is your time to now we've said don't talk to the camera, but now you can talk to the camera. Tell the people how to get a hold of you.
You can reach us at SheGotGameLeague.com. You can follow us on Instagram and Facebook at SheGotGameLeague, and come to a game. If you want to be a sponsor or a partner with us, please reach out to us at any of those socials. We will be lucky and happy to partner with anyone that wants to see this league grow and expand.
Yes, we definitely want to see the league grow. Because I had fun. I mean, I love basketball. Ruben and I, we debate all the time about basketball. We're going to debate basketball later on in the show. But I just love watching basketball, period, whether it's men's, women's, girls, boys, high school, whatever. You know what I'm saying? So She Got Game, I had a lot of fun.
It's not really a debate, though, when I win every time. A debate is a back and forth, right? You know, a debate is a back and forth, and you point and counterpoint. It's not a debate when I'm just dominating the conversation. You know what I'm saying? So,
I need to see this one-on-one.
Ask him who his favorite team is in anything.
Who's your favorite?
In what?
Women's basketball team.
In WNBA or college? Ooh, it was OU for a little bit there because I had a player playing at OU, and I'm not going to say UConn because I'm not an Geno fan. So I would say I watch. I don't know. It's hard for me to say because I don't like the bandwagon.
He is,
I don't like the bandwagon.
You see what I'm saying? I just tried to.
I love
put him
Dawn.
on the spot.
I think Dawn does an amazing job. So I love Coach Yo. I'm a big fan of Coach Yo. So I'm probably a bigger fan of Ole Miss than any other team just because I'm a big fan of Coach Yo. Mm-hmm. But when you have what he doesn't understand is when you have players who played across. When I've coached kids you can't just have a favorite team.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
You can still he's from Houston,
Texas.
He should easily just be a Houston fan across the board.
I was a Houston Oilers fan my whole life.
As I told you, I'm from Atlanta. I'm Atlanta across the board. Falcons,
I was a Houston.
Hawks,
well,
Braves.
no, you were an Ole Miss fan this year.
Yeah, in college football.
Okay, well,
but I still rock with Georgia Tech. Did I not say that? Every time we had Stephen Orr, I said I still rock with Georgia Tech.
Don't nobody
but
rock
I'm
with
Oklahoma
Georgia
State
Tech.
too because that's where I went. So I support.
So now, which one are you really then?
When it comes to what?
I'm just playing. See what I do here? I'm like an instigator. I just rile it all up, get him all flustered, and then
But anyway, support the She Got Game League.
Support She Got Game.
Miss Celia, we appreciate your time. Check out Legends Night this weekend.
Yep.
You know, it's going to be a fun time. Check out Craigmont. It's such a historical building, and you'll see a lot of people you know at this She Got Game League.
Thank you for what you're doing for all those women as well, giving them that avenue, that place to play, that home to play, and a place for young girls and young women to see the future and to see that they can still continue to play well after college. So thank you. Great job.
We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to transition talking about Memphis Tigers football. We'll be back after this.